forget my love for beast mode for now. I
Can we take that out of context and just put it somewhere else?
no. um, I was focused on a possible DLC for the dwarves. I do like their tech tree. I feel like the tech tree is kind of. I wouldn't say they're in the exact same place as the lizardmen because I actually feel like their tech tree is a little bit better off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's another thing where, I don't even know if I'd modify their tech tree at all.
Yeah, I think I think the dwarves need an update, but I don't think the tech tree really needs much done to it. It might need some like stat changes just based on
just
how
minor
the game-
stat changes.
Yeah, like maybe up some things from 5% for fuck's sake.
5%. Come on.
It's like all 5% stats in there. It's like 5% minus recruitment costs. I'm like, fucking thanks for that. Like, really?
I waited 10 turns for that.
Yeah, I'm 60 turns into a campaign, and I used 10 of my turns to get that. So I think besides that, it's really well done. I think it's one of the better ones in the game. It just needs a few, a touch here and there.
Yeah. I like their tech tree overall, other than that bullshit 5%.
Yeah.
They need to give Grombrindal,
Yeah.
the white dwarf. They need to give him his own start location. I'm not sure where they're putting him. Then I would be very fascinated with actually playing as him, because I've heard he's like a beast.
Oh, he's a fucking maniac. One
looks
actually,
like a maniac.
Yeah, one really cool suggestion I've heard is like giving him a Nakai treatment sort of thing, because he isn't this like staple character that is leading the dwarves to like victory after victory. Like he's a like almost mythical figure that shows up to help the dwarves when they're in need. So they could kind of do the same thing as they did with Nakai and make him kind of a horde faction where you go around essentially settling grudges for other dwarves.
And it would be cool if, like, anytime you took out like a greenskin or any faction that owned like a Dawi settlement, you could create maybe like a unified dwarven faction behind you. You know what I mean? Instead of settling.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. I think there's lots of cool things they can do. Just to make it.
I would like that.
Yeah. I think it is a really good idea, and I think it is better than just giving him another location. I think the other thing, I think we talked about this before, is people have suggested putting him near Malekith for fun's sake.
You could, you could put him in the Vortex campaign if you decided to make him.
That's true. Yeah.
No reason not to.
One thing that I thought was that I was kind of shaking my head at, I don't know, maybe someone has some insight into that, but for the dwarves, the master engineers are a tier 4 unit.
Yeah. And they're so good.
What level are warlock engineers at?
I don't know, 2 or 3. I can't remember.
I think it's 2 for Ekket, 3 for everyone else.
Yeah.
But essentially, this motherfucker gets the same perks and magic. And the dwarven counterpart is a tier 4. You have to build this building and you get nothing else from it.
I know.
Like, I was wanting master engineers like all campaign, but they're fucking impossible to get to. Like, it's so
very
hard.
Expensive.
Well, yeah, it's super expensive. Like, you think about how much growth goes into getting something to a tier 4 settlement. Like, that's a long time.
It's like 70 turns or 60 turns. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Karakadrin takes a better part of 100 turns to get to tier 3 or to tier 4. Sorry. Plus, you have to have the money to make that, and like the space in that tier 4 settlement to literally just get this one character.
Just one hero.
That's exactly.
Incredibly useful. I mean, he gives bonuses to all of your ammunition, the amount of damage they can do.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if he affects their range.
I believe so. Warlock engineers definitely do.
They might. I'll have to double check. But they have abilities that affect the reload rate, the armor piercing damage. They buff every missile unit. They're great. They're fantastic. Yeah. And they increase your campaign movement range.
That's true. Yeah, that's another thing. One thing I felt kind of proud of myself for thinking of is because like warlock engineers have magic, obviously, but they don't have a mount.
Mm.
So if we give like a master engineer like a single gyrocopter mount,
Why don't they?
right? I was
It could
like
be
so
one of the-
thrilled with myself for thinking of that.
I should have a bomber. I've been basically when I was playing a little earlier this afternoon, I had hired the level tier 5 gyrocopter bombers, but I haven't used them. So I have no idea how effective they are.